Welcome to Battle Truth and my point of view. I don't know you, so I'm not a hater. I can only give you the facts that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealing, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable Malachi Markillian, your presiding judge, chairman and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about it. So, do Valdtv and DJ Akademiks, do they incriminate people on their platforms? Do they incriminate people on their platforms? Let's talk about it. I'm at a mixed feelings between these things. I don't think DJ Akademiks or Valdtv have no street knowledge or experience in their bones at all. At all. Because if they did, I don't think some of the things they say, set up, and do, they would be doing. I really honestly don't think that at all. You can look at them both and tell. Not only that, I think they ignorantly don't know. But then again, I think a part of them do know because they confess to be wise. So that's why I say I'm at mixed feelings. Because you could be ignorant and inexperienced at the same time. You could be ignorant, not knowing, but also your not knowing leaves you without having the experience of understanding a lot of things that you may have knowledge of, but due to your ignorance and inexperience, you just don't get it. You just don't get it. Even though you may be wise. Now, I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by that. You can be wise to the point of knowing how the dope game is, but don't have the experience and knowledge of whipping up, cooking, wrapping up, being on the block, protecting and defending territory. See what I'm saying? You can have the knowledge of it, but don't have the experience of it, which means you're ignorant of it. I don't want to confuse you. I just want to put you on something. A lot of these times they be interviewing people and speaking on things dealing with real street issues and real street guys who surprise me a lot of times with the things they say out of their mouth when on some of these interviews with these brothers and saying the things they saying as real facts and truth. Incriminating themselves ignorantly and sometimes purposely. Which means brothers who getting on those platforms have to be mindful of the damn thing that they doing and what they saying out of their mouth. Now, I can speak on a lot of things happening in my life, but sometimes some things I can't speak on. I can speak about drug dealing in my life. You know why? Because I was convicted of those things. Certain gun things I can speak about because I was already convicted of certain things. You get what I'm saying? Certain things I can't. That's not already public knowledge, which means I incriminate myself. Now, these brothers have platforms where millions of people watch them, and the thing about it is we know the feds watch. We know YouTube police watch, and they know these platforms are set up to speak on street things, gangster things, money laundering, mob action. All these things is wrapped around DJ Akademiks and Valdtv interviews. All these things be wrapped around that, which makes it set up to be investigated and watched. So are they purposely setting them up as far as like calling the police and things like that? No, I don't think so at all. I don't think so at all. Do the police watch their channels? Definitely. Definitely. Should they be mindful of certain things they ask these people just to get the views and paycheck to move on to the next person, not giving a damn about the effect that interview just had? That we know that they do. They should be very mindful of that. But they not. But they not. And that's why they ask. which makes them guilty to a degree too. Because whether you feel like something may happen or not, it's a 50-50 each way. You know, asking the question, it's a probability that something may come out of that, good or bad. You take the risk, which means you're guilty of also being an accomplisher of the situation. They definitely need to be mindful of certain things they say out of their mouth. I really believe that they have been responsible for a lot of stuff that goes on. Even DJ Akademek was asked about the Tekashi 6ix9ine situation. Like, you think you may be responsible for that? He like, no, not really, because he said, yes, you are. Because anytime you bring awareness to it and you have an audience of millions of people watching you, you are giving him publicity, promotion, and you are using those numbers because they help your channel grow. So you know exactly what you're doing. So yes, you are responsible to a degree also. When somebody says something about him, you're going to put it on your channel. When he do something, you're going to put it on your channel. You're going to talk to him and you're going to ride that wave like everybody else. So definitely you guilty too. You're guilty by association. So yes, I definitely believe that they do that and they are responsible for some of these situations, and they know it too, because public matters and records show that some people have been under investigation and arrested behind their interviews. And with that being said, man, brothers just have to be mindful of what they say in interviews. It reminds me of when you watch the news and the killing go on and the news people be setting these dumb people up, showing somebody black on there with the mind like, yeah, I saw what happened. It was a black minivan car ride up. Right. While you on the news with the camera on you in front of everybody. This the same thing. So yeah, they definitely is responsible to some degree also. Brothers just need to be mindful of the things that they say and don't get in front of them cameras just flipping off at the mouth, saying certain things, thinking that it gonna just go past. No, they don't work like that. Especially when the people that be on his channel is like high profile people. So all that matters. So yeah, I done seen many incidents on them channels where things like that happened. And it came out later on to say that those interviews was looked into by the FBI and things like that. So they have to know what they're doing. They've been doing this for a long time. They have to know what they're doing. But I don't think that they purposely is calling them, setting them up and setting up the sting. I don't think that. But they definitely have to be aware and know that they being watched, that their channel being watched. With that being said, they have to have respect for their guests. They need to be mindful of the questions that they ask, and they have to be more professional with what they do. And this your boy Valdtv. It ain't my judgment that's in question, it's yours. Do you think DJ Akademek and Valdtv can be responsible for a lot of these brothers getting in trouble and indicted on their platforms? Let's talk about it. It's Valdtv. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours.